in Israel. Part 2. And what's happening here, this is part 2 on the east wind. And we just didn't want to tell you where that wind was coming from. Now we want to show you where that dust is at. You see all this here? You see all of this sand in here? And all of this stuff that's here right here? We're down at the sea, and we're as far east as you can go. You can look at the cloud, and that east wind is coming and blowing all of this sand all the way up the valley of Hinnom. And it's coming up to this valley of Hinnom, and it's letting it out right before Mount Zion. You see, so this here is absolute proof of exactly what's going on here as far as what season we're in. This wind, the east wind that we had featured in part 1, talking about the east, talking about from Enoch, and he goes off into the 4 portals, the 12 gates, and how we know and how this east wind, and it's going to bring in this sandstorm, which creates a disaster throughout the land. Now here, you be very careful about this sand, because you got to cover your mouth or your nostrils, because if you get this sand, it can actually damage your lungs. So we're not going to stay here too long. But the point is, we want to make it clear that you saw exactly where all of this dust is coming from. The sand, it's actually coming from these little hills that you see right there. You can see the top, and it's actually just blowing it all to the west. You see, so we're at the border of the land of Israel, which is the Salt Sea, and we're before the Valley of Achor. And the next stop, we're going to be at the place where we're going to be actually keeping the lamb at in the plain of Sharon. But I just want to make a statement. We just got a report that 2 brothers got put back. Is that right, Ryan?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 2 brothers got sent back, and I try to make it clear to everybody that please don't travel on Shabbat. See, I understand you might have to, but if you travel on Shabbat, then you don't have the protection of the Most High. See, the Shabbat day is supposed to be a sign between us and the Most High. So if it's a sign, then that means you're supposed to make a point of resting on the Shabbat. 6 days you work, the 7th day you rest. So when you come up here and traveling on the Shabbat day, then you're taking away the shield of your protection to allow you to come in the land. So we just got 2 brothers just got turned away. And what can I say? What can anybody say? Because if God is not with you, who can be with you? You see what I'm saying? And the brothers said they couldn't get in contact with me. Right, because it's Shabbat. You know, I'm keeping Shabbat. You know, and you should have been keeping Shabbat. You see what I'm saying? So I hate to be that straightforward to you, but this is a great sign for everyone. And unfortunately, you had to be the guinea pig for the sign. But you know, you had to be used for the sign. But now it becomes quite obvious that we got all type of brothers coming here and walking right in. But the 2 brothers that came on Shabbat, they wasn't allowed to get in. What's up with that? And this is not the first time this has happened. We had other brothers that came on Shabbat and quiet kept. You remember Brother Adam? You remember Adam came up here. I went out on Shabbat because he said he didn't have no money, and they said they wanted to let him in. I went out on Shabbat for him. I drove, and then I brought him back to my house, and everybody that's on Facebook know how evil he turned out to be. You follow me? And El Tron, you follow me? These people come on Shabbat, and I went out. So I learned when I go out to get these brothers on Shabbat, then again, these turned out to be some of the evilest brothers that then came up in the land. Not saying that you 2 brothers would have been evil, but saying that when the Most High, when I go out to help brothers like that, it turns out that they're the ones that's been the most evil and have been the biggest thorn in my side here. You see. So again, I want to use this opportunity before my little thing blow away here, and let everybody know to make sure you don't, if you have a ticket scheduled for Shabbat, you need to say no. I might cost you a little bit more money, but you need to consider when you come into the land in the holy days. And it's interesting, we had just had a Shabbat meal, and we made it very clear to everybody how you're supposed to be resting on Shabbat, and how you're supposed to be coming up to the land, not on Shabbat, because this is one of the first days that the Most High said, and when you're coming back to the land, we're coming back to the land to ask the Most High to forgive us. So we can't come back to the land on Shabbat day, sinning in the land, asking for forgiveness. That don't make no sense. You follow me? So we want to say that this was a what?
Live
in Israel. Walla walla.